J-Maddie already. Justin Davis, rest in peace.
Never thought I'd be 17. Never thought I'd see 21. Never thought I'd live past 25. But especially where I'm from.
Young Bulls is an analogy I use to compare the epidemic of violence in Chicago to an actual phenomenon that occurred in Africa. Here's the short version. A few years ago, the African elephant was hunted for its beautiful ivory tusk. The high demand of ivory products all over the world caused extensive hunting of the adult male African elephant, aka old bull. With very few old bulls to guide them and correct them, these young bulls began to mature much earlier, and they began to become more violent. They began to kill each other. They began to kill other rhinos. They began to challenge and also kill the adult female elephants. The African Wildlife Committee, seeing what was going on, decided to repopulate these community of elephants with adult male elephants, aka old bulls. Once they reintroduced this population with old bulls, they immediately saw that these younger bulls began to fall in line. They began to mature much later. The killing of rhinos, the killing of adult female elephants, and even the killing of the other young bulls on one another dramatically lessened. So what's the point to all this? We need our old bulls, aka the real men of our community, to get back involved and to set the example that they are trying to teach to these young bulls. And how important is it to have a father in the playing the ongoing role in a son's life?
And when men are involved with children, they have fewer suspensions, fewer expulsions, fewer disciplinary problems, all the negatives. Girls are less likely to become pregnant. Boys are less likely to join gangs and use drugs just because their fathers are involved. This is how you fix America. You get fathers involved, you get men involved. It is the missing ingredient right now today, out here in these streets. So when you hear about shootings in Chicago, when you hear about murders in Chicago, what you're really hearing is that men are not involved in these boys' lives. That's what you're hearing.
His dad, who was in and out of his life, he was not the man he should have been. He was not the father that he should have been. I don't give him much credit at all. It was a struggle financially not to have his father, but I was always that loving mother, and I tried to give him all the advice that he needed, but some things I just couldn't help him do.
I mean, my daddy left when I was 1, you know what I'm saying? He came back when I was probably about, what, 15, 16, thinking he finna be a daddy, trying to tell me what to do. I looked at him like he was crazy.
I came up in the slums. I came up eating crumbs around poor black young single moms, losing sons to moving tons. Weekly runs, illegal funds. All I see is weed and guns. Seen dope kingpins become bums. Watch wicked women pose as nuns. And wrote red rum to overcome. Rats overrun, so don't be stunned. Some folks just kill folks for fun. Pray you don't lose your closest chum. Cause every day another child gone. In my hood, 17 is a milestone. So go ahead, call 911. Downtown. So all them teachers and preachers I left speechless. Here's my thesis with 2 features. Just some street kids thought that the good life was out of our reaches by the system, so we dissed them. Raised our fist in opposition, pissed them off, never flinched or bitched in. All that friction just gave me a thick skin. Some kid said I was old. I told him I prayed for his soul, cause I know a kid his age who got his brains blown out and a body full of bullet holes. But I'm still here.